We're here for the ice cooler challenge. I got an RTIC 45, a Sub-Z 23, an Igloo Max Cold, little tote cooler for the beach, an Iceberg golf cart cooler, and a little Rubbermaid cooler. So we got them all filled with ice, and we're gonna see how they do. That's the RTIC Sub-Z, Rubbermaid, Iceberg golf cart cooler, and just a little Rubbermaid cooler. So we're gonna close them back down. I got them out on my dock. It's about 83 degrees today. We're just gonna leave them here and see what happens. Okay, we're back on our all cooler ice challenge. First 24 hours is down. Let's see how we did. We're gonna start with the first little Rubbermaid cooler. Got some ice. Got lots of water, but do have some ice. Now the Iceberg golf cart cooler. Got a little bigger chunk of ice. Got a lot of water, but pretty big chunk of ice. Now let's check the Igloo Max Cold little tote cooler. Big chunk of ice, big chunk of ice. Got some water, but got some pretty good ice in it. Now let's see the Sub-Z by Nash. Nothing but ice, big chunk of ice. Got some water in the bottom, but a big chunk. Doing good. Close it up. Now let's see the good old RTIC 45. Let's see how it's holding up. Oh, very good. Nothing but a big chunk of ice. Same thing. Okay. For the all cooler challenge, every cooler in my house, that's the first 24 hours. We'll be back tomorrow to see what we look like. All right, it's a little later in the day. A little overcast today. The sun's not out like it was in the days, but let's see how we're doing. We'll start with the Rubbermaid. Oh, no ice, all water. So you're eliminated. Iceberg golf cart cooler, all ice, no water. So you're eliminated at 2 days. Let's try the Igloo Max Cold. Up, all water. You're eliminated. Let's try the Sub-Z. Oh, we still got ice. Got a big chunk of ice. Got a big chunk of ice. So you're still doing good. Now let's see the RTIC 45. Oh, look at that big ice. Like it ever even. Big chunk of ice. RTIC's doing good, so RTIC's in the lead right now at 48 hours. So we'll close it back down. We'll come back tomorrow because it looks like these three have been eliminated. They lasted really probably about a day and a half, which is not bad for little coolers. If you're going to the beach, they held it pretty good. But these are going to be your heavy duty coolers. The Sub-Z 23 quart. For the money, that 23 quart's hard to beat. The Yeti's about $250. This Sub-Z was only about $140. So for $100 less, that's pretty good. This RTIC is half the price of the Yeti. It's doing pretty good. 2 full days and still got plenty of ice. So we'll see what happens. All right, here we are, day 3. Sun's back out. The first 2 days it was about 83 degrees out here, so they sat out in the sun the whole day. Of course, they would sit here at night when it cooled down. It was overcast yesterday, so it wasn't too hot. The first 3, if you remember, they failed. Nothing but water after 2 days, probably about a day and a half. So let's see how the Sub-Z is doing. Sub-Z, 3 days. A lot of water, but still got some pretty good ice. 2 big chunks. So still got pretty good ice. Pretty cold. And let's see how the Arctic 45 is doing. Still got a whole big chunk of ice. Boy, that's a big chunk. A lot of ice in it. A lot of ice. So I think we can go at least another couple of days. We might get the 5 days out of this thing. So we're going to close them back down. Look at this Sub-Z one more time. Still got 2 little chunks of ice. Water's really cold. We're going to close it back down. Sub-Z 23, made in the USA. Arctic, made in China, as Donald Trump would say, made in China. So, until tomorrow, that's it. Okay, we're at the end of day 4. 4 full days. Let's see how we're doing. Sub-Z, up, no ice. Nothing but water. No ice. So it made it 3 full days. I don't know about how long afterwards. Let's check Sub-Arctic. Oh, still got good ice. Still got a big chunk of ice. Big chunk of ice still. So the Arctic wins this challenge. But what we're going to do, we're going to close it down. We're going to drain the Sub-Z, and then we're going to just see how longer the Arctic made. It's made it 4 full days. And this is a ice cooler challenge that this have been out in the sun 4 full days. It hadn't been in the garage, hadn't been in the shade. Fully out in the sun 4 full days. So we'll wait till tomorrow and see if there's any ice left. So I decided to finish up my cooler challenge today. Last cooler standing, the Arctic. 5 full days. We'll see if it's got any ice left. Nothing but water, but boy is it cold. So 5 full days. It pretty much made it. That's not bad. 179 versus 350. Pretty good deal. So that concludes the challenge.